A very good morning. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ting Heng. My metric number is AP190205. I will present the broad history of urbanization and the economic activity in Tabao. For the broad history of Bandar Tabao, historically the original name of the Tabao Street was the Tambao Street, reverted from the word Tabao Ribao Tambora, which means the greater street or the greater street, which is the administrative village of the native and sea people around the area. This is the Pandatabao map. From the history development of the Tabao, in 1826, the Mongol Deep Ibrahim inherited as a Johor Temanggung, entered to create a Johor Sultan dynasty headed by a personal administration center. In 1844, the Mongol D. Ibrahim soon authorized Tang Kong to get a permit to reclaim the Davao River basin in Johor. Tang Song started cultivate river and bed pepper in Davao and other Johor Bahru area, while the local Japanese immigrants were responsible for digging channel, prevent road, and plant coconut tree. This is the situation of Bandar Davao in 1980. Currently, this is the residential area of Ulu Tirang and Taman Mountain Austin in Tabao. For the any breakdown of Tabao electorate as of 2018, Malays 47%, Chinese 39%, India 11%, and other any 1.9%. From the process of urbanization of Bandar Tabao, definitely urbanization is the process of changing a rural area into a city or town that is developed into a larger and complex city, due to the decentralization and complex of Johor Bahru. Therefore, Tabao is really developed. Basically, the decentralization and deposit involving the modern economic activity and urban function for the consume of Johor Bahru to the surrounding urban area. Migration from the city center, which is Johor Bahru, to the suburb, which is Davao, are influenced by the following factors. Property value, housing are still very low in Davao. High transport accessibility, urbanization facility comparable to the city center. Better quality of life in terms of health, safety, less congestion, criminality, and cleaner environment. From the economic activity in Bandar Tabao, firstly, industry activity. The result of the study show that the Tabao industry area have various economic activity that contribute to the income of this sector in this study area. The activity that are fully swing are concentrated in the Mountain Raya area. For example, kawasan perindustrian Padang, kawasan perindustrian Padang 1, and kawasan perindustrian Padang 2. Among the job positions offered in the industry sector are the production operator, manager, can, and so on. This is one of the factory of electric and electronic in the Tabao. Secondly, trader activity. Through the study, the Malay are mostly involved in the trading by retail such as gold, curry, store, and so on. The Chinese, on the other hand, are more prefer to open the business such as restaurant, bicycle shop, and so on. As for India, they are more active in the business such as textile goods, such as cloth and steel. From transportation activity have contributed a lot to the economy of Tampa, which involving land transport. In the current digitalization area, many young generations have worked as a driver of e-hailing, such as GrabCar, Foodpanda, and so on. Another is a shopping center and town industry. Shopping is a part of agenda and prominent activity in the Tabao, Johor Bahru. However, the activity shopping center is not simply an activity to get a simple to get daily extension, but it is a crucial element where traveling. This is this is one of the shopping center, our Taobao City Shopping Center. I can Taobao a street high water adventure park. Another is the restaurant and food service. Food service industry in Johor Bahru are expanded positively as the market sophistication and influence increase, result the increase of food service revenue in Taobao. Chieh Japanese restaurant at Lavender. The factor of economic activity is categorized as two factors, which is physical factor and human factor. From physical factor, short of the human surface, soil type, climate, where from the human factor, technology, government policy, infrastructure, market, and labor. One of the important of economic activity in Pandatapa is the provide the employment opportunity. As in industry, the position job like the manager, accountant, auditor, engineer, computer, and system analysis, check, production operator, and so on. From trade sector, the salesman, shopkeeper, hawker, accountant, truck driver, and manager. Well, from transportation, truck driver, bus driver, mechanical, sell, ticket salesman, manager, and so on. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, good morning to a lecturer, my fellow friends. First of all, I to say a few words to my backgrounds. My name is Heng, come from ATPPPC, normal is AP19033. So today I want to talk about to my good assignment is the land economics. So in my subtopic, I want to present the topic is the issue city about Johor Bahru. So let me to start to my content is this issues. So when to start to the issues is the about Johor Bahru introductions. So the Dabao was the important of the second largest city in the Johor Bahru. In the 2001, when the total populations of the 190,000 of the inhabitants, and after 10 years of the going, the population has increased to 360,000. So represents is the increase the 60%. So however the population increase the incidence, the length which the civilizations is the extending, but also the indicated that the city, the careers and the problem life is the improved. So the first problem is the problem management left of the garbage. According the offices, the protest for the soldiers, the wasters management of the public cleaners populations, which the management the soldier waste under location is the auto governments, the Johor Bahru city consists the MBJBs, that it says the area of the Felda Ulu Tebrok, the laws, the area is the no tax by the auto locals. So this province is the factor of the Felda Ulu Tebrok is the no get the service of the management of the garbage. So in the picture we can see the province of the RAVI is in the Ulu Tebrok is the central province to the very resistant. So this problem is need to the government to the solvers and the local government. So next is the high price. The problem is the high price of the houses. So in the this chapter we can see the high price of the Malaysia is the increase. We can see in the Johor is the line the purpose. So we can represent the problem is the price of houses is the increase. So in the winter, right? In the Malaysia is the have the 600 units wonders the RM the 4 millions the houses is no sales to the people. So this is the problems to the this the problem is the many resident the many resident of the median and the lower incomes the peoples is no have the more the money to buy the houses. So next is the problem the secreters. The problem of the secreters of the diversity affect the environment of the futures. That's because the many forest worker and the lowest income people is the going and the in the here and the houses. So there is the increase the many problem in the social problems and increase the many people is lowest educations. So in this edition, the situation environment is the no friendly includes the unsystem and the unplanning houses the constructions. That is the effect to the image of the socials. So there is a very big problem to affect in the broad city. So final is the problem ropes. The problem ropes in the assist in the safety of the broad city resident areas. For the example, in the 2018, the 6 people in when the arrest are persist in the begins involved in the robbery, the injured in the grocery store in the Ulu Tilams near the Friday. So this problems is the normal of the JB and the Broad City. This because the many in the many other country people and in the many lowest income people is the no money and the no income. So this is the problems of the increase the robust robust case social in this city. So this one of my presence of taking of the watchings.